Hi, I'm Patty, and I'm
Kennedy?
so nervous I'm shaking.
All good, girl.
Okay.
You're surrounded by family.
Yes, I know. Wonderful family. This question is for both of you. Is there any odd routines or idiosyncrasies that you or any other cast members do or have before filming a scene?
Yeah, I can think of one. Tomo, who played Gadriel,
Tom Pennigan.
he does this thing where they're like, okay, you know, there's a certain sequence of events that happens before we actually say action. It's like, okay, lock it up. Okay, we're on a bell, so you hear the bell ring. That means the sound saying everybody be quiet, basically. And it's like, okay, lock it up and roll sound. And then the guy comes in with a marker, and he, 27 Apple, take one. That does the clapper. And Tomo, during that process, he's going like this.
And he's a big dude.
Cut to Jared and I, and we're like this.
Is he gonna hit us?
So I don't know what that is. I've never asked him because I've never built up the courage to. I'm afraid he'll whip out a hatchet. So that's one.
Yeah, I think if I were to say that I have...
David does something too. Hayden Jones does. I forget what he does.
He gets the catch look. He goes into catch face a bit before it's action.
He also stays in his British accent when the cameras aren't rolling. Which, it actually, I think it helps all of us. But it certainly helps him because if he stays in it, then it's just easier and it becomes, he doesn't have to think about it as much when he's performing. So he just kind of stays in that accent. But he does do like some of those acting tricks to get you ready for the scene. Yeah, there's a few. Does Pellegrino do something?
God. He does a few things every now and again. He'll either, you can see him running it in his head a little bit, like he'll kind of do this. What's fun about working with Pellegrino is he'll discover some stuff sometimes in the blocking or in between takes even. Like there's the scene where he was, I guess, being levitated over the bowl by Rowena. And so he's sitting there, he's in this harness, and you kind of just, they're like, okay, we're gonna change the lenses from a 50 mil, which is a basic vision, to 100 mil, which is a close-up. And he's kind of stuck there, so you kind of saw him, reaching down to the bowl to try and figure out, to really get in touch with his surroundings, and then you see him incorporate it into the next take. It's kind of fun to watch.
I just thought of something that you do. What?
Make jokes and trying to make everybody laugh?
No. You may not be aware, you're probably aware of this, but when you do it, you're not. If we're in the middle of a scene and it's his line, and it's happened to all of us, and he's just checked out, and then there's this odd silence, and then all of a sudden he realizes that it's his line, and it's his turn to speak, and there's now been this kind of odd pregnant pause. As if oh, there was something in my throat. He goes, and then he says his line. As if that made up for the, now I'll speak. And every time, if he forgets a line, you can guarantee there's gonna be a throat clear before he delivers his words.
There are certainly those moments, because every now and again you're shooting a scene, it's 6 pages long, so every take is 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and there are 5 people, and you're not, it's like Rowena is talking to Gabriel over there in the corner while you're sitting.
It's an exposition scene too, so there's not emotion, there's no comedic timing needed.
And you're not part of the conversation that's happening in the script, everybody's in the middle editor's bunker, and there are 3 different people talking, and you're kind of off to the side. And you're like, okay, I know my cue line, but I can't really hear what they're saying anyways, so I'm just gonna... And then you'll just notice that there's a pause, and some of the crew guys are looking at you, and you're like, so Dean!
That's it. And I always know, cause sometimes there'll be a pregnant pause, and he'll be doing something, taking a beat. Like, he's actually still in the scene. Maybe it's, he's doing something with prop or whatever, and he's meaning to take that extra beat, and then he'll say his dialogue. But I know that if he clears his throat before he says those words, he forgot it was his turn to talk.
You stick your gum to the roof of your mouth, probably before. Yeah? Well, like, you chew gum, and then you can stick it to the roof of your mouth. You can kind of see it in the throat. Like, you do this, or inside of you're usually the roof of the mouth, aren't you? You do a side. You can see just a little bit.
By the way, for 13 seasons, just so you know, both Sam and Dean have had gum in their mouth. In every scene.
Probably.
Just to prove my English teacher wrong. Jensen, I can tell you're chewing gum. Oh, really?
Watch these 13 seasons.
Watch these 13 seasons, Mrs. Patterson. Karen, if that is your name.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.